You've always wanted to be that popular girl in school. Great personality, amazing friends, and a wonderful high school life. Who doesn't want that? It feels amazing to be that beautiful queen bee and be that one person in the center of everyone's universe. Besides that, being popular in school comes with its unique perks. You most times automatically become a person of influence and perhaps even get to play some leadership roles. Your self-esteem levels skyrocket through the roof, and you might even get great networking opportunities to land yourself into some really great future. Sounds great, doesn't it? However, for some reason, becoming this great girl feels like an impossible feat to achieve, especially for an introvert who's always lived all her life in the shadows. At this point, you're probably thinking that you'll need to spend a lot of money, but you're wrong. The tips shared in this guide are going to cost you little or nothing, and here's the best part. They were gotten from years of research and from introverts who, once like you, were nobody in the first place, but were able to build themselves into that girl that you desire to be. You've probably come across a few old-fashioned tips like looking good, making good grades, and all that. However, what you're about to learn is way cooler, something you probably have never come across all your life. Count yourself lucky because in this video, we are about to give you no BS guides that are guaranteed to help you become that great girl that you've always wanted to be. 1. Build a mysterious aura. In becoming that girl, one of the very first things you'll need to do is to create a mysterious aura. One sure way of achieving this is always striving not to reveal everything about you to just anyone. However, before other schoolers begin to see your mystique, you'll need to master the art of selling yourself effortlessly. We'll come to that later in this video, but before that, let's work on getting you that mysterious aura that is guaranteed to get everyone talking about you. Understandably, it can be tempting to get down to earth when someone shows some interest in you, but letting everyone know everything about you will have the negative effect of making you look like every common schooler. Being mysterious will always have other students making inquiries about you, and this is good for popularity. Here's a great tip. As humans, we always have a certain level of curiosity towards the unknown. Building up a mysterious aura around yourself can make others find you more intriguing, making people more drawn to you so they can try to understand your mystery. Wonder how being mysterious might benefit you in work and life? Mystery can bring you power. If you're mysterious, people want to know more, and their lack of knowledge and desire to figure you out gives you power over them. While doing this, it's important to make sure that you maintain a great personality. Building a mysterious aura with an awful personality will make people resent you. Another important thing you need to know is that every popular queen in high school always has her cool gang. This basically means that you need to be part of that popular circle, or at least get them to want to associate with you. At this time, you're probably wondering how you can form or become part of a cool gang. Although achieving this can be a difficult task, you're about to learn how to make it effortless. 2. Getting a cool gang. When forming or trying to join a cool gang, it is important not to appear needy. Sometimes the coolest kids in school have a closely knit group and rarely allow any new entrants. Appearing like you need them will most likely get them to resent you. In getting these folks to want you, it is important to look cool and stay cool. In doing this, you'll need to maintain your style and identity. This brings us back to the first point of maintaining a mysterious aura. Cool kids love other cool kids, and when other kids begin talking about you, even the coolest of kids will want to know you. Most likely because you're beginning to threaten their popularity. At this point, they'll probably think that since you're cool too, it's best to associate with you. When they eventually want you, always keep in mind that you're associating with them to suit your needs and not the other way around. When these cool kids are bullies, it's best to stay away from them. Associating with bullies, even if they are popular and will be great assets in your journey to popularity in school, will damage any aura that you have built up. At this point, your best bet will be to form your gang made up of the coolest people you can find. When forming your gang, remember to make sure that its members share similar interests. A clique is a group of people who share similar interests. A clique often restricts outsiders from joining and uses manipulation to maintain their status. This doesn't mean that they want to be popular too. However, there should be a few interests that align. 3. Selling yourself effortlessly. Remember when we talked about selling yourself effortlessly? It probably seemed like one big puzzle that was so difficult to understand. At this point, you might begin to ask yourself this big question: how do I sell myself effortlessly? Well, the most important thing to keep in mind is that you have to do it without it looking like you're trying so hard. Selling yourself basically means putting yourself in the face of other students so they can appreciate your value. All selling means is to communicate the value of something. So selling yourself means communicating your value, and that's an ability we can all benefit from. To achieve this, you will need to participate in cool activities and make sure you're good at what you do. Take a deep look within yourself and find your strengths and weaknesses. Channel your strength towards activities that are suited for you and avoid activities that display your weaknesses. This is because focusing on your strengths makes you productive. Remember, you have to look cool without trying. Participating in activities that you aren't good at and struggling to be good at them will begin to ruin your chances of becoming that popular schooler. Find your niche and get so good at it. For example, being the best violinist in school will definitely get you in the face of everyone without trying. The ripple effect will be that everyone knows you and wants to associate with you. But remember, don't get carried away. Be strict with the way you choose your friends because the wrong friends can ruin your journey to popularity. However, this is not all there is when it comes to selling yourself. You'll also need to know how to amplify yourself. This is where social media comes in, and it is the second arm of selling yourself. When you've become so cool at some activity, students and teachers alike will begin to notice you. They'll find the fact that you do what you do so effortlessly so intriguing. And this is a wonderful thing. It's okay to start wondering how you can amplify yourself at this point. Once people begin asking about you, you will need to smartly find a way to direct them to your socials. And also ask your cool gang to refer people to your socials. This way, they can follow up on your daily activities, and then they can have something to refer others to when they ask after you. But there's an important thing that you shouldn't forget at this point, and it takes us back to the first point of being mysterious. When you begin to gain some popularity, especially on social media, you might be tempted to give out more information than you need to. When you make this mistake, your charm over your fellow schoolers will fade. When they eventually know you, there will be no more air of mystery around you. At this point, it will only be a matter of time before you fall into the shadows again. In trying to get popular through fun activities, it is important to not pick more than 2 at a time. The reason is that you need time to also attend to your studies. You also need them to take them seriously because no one loves being friends with some dull student. Every aspect of your school life has to be balanced and in perfect synchrony. Let me let you in on a secret. Most schoolers hate popular students because some of them can be bullies. You can use this to your advantage by being very affectionate with other students and showing concern for their welfare. This will make them love you more. Remember, the goal is to always remain in the limelight. Volunteer for humanitarian activities like the Red Cross. Help clean the environment and give reasonable opinions on sensitive issues like climate change. All this will always have both old and new people talking about you. When you keep doing these things, it's only a matter of time before your school notices your contributions and starts giving you awards. Another thing you will need to learn is to stay organized, dress well, and listen to other students. Then, try and take leadership roles. Even if you lose in your attempt to get a leadership role, you'd have achieved your main goal, getting noticed. Although it might be political. Some students do not like to keep a little relationship with their teachers. You can try and keep a certain level of closeness with your teachers. Remember, they sit at meetings when deciding which student they'll reward. Sell yourself to them by volunteering in humanitarian activities, speaking reasonably on sensitive issues, being nice, polite, and respectful to them, coming very early to class, and actively participating in class activities. However, there's a warning. You'll have to be careful not to make it seem like you're rubbing your perfection in the face of other students. Anyway, not everyone will eventually like you. As you climb up the popularity ladder, some students, especially some other popular kids, will get jealous of you. This shouldn't worry you much. If you've got the majority of the students on your side, then you have nothing to worry about. Agreed that everything that has been said so far may seem overwhelming. It can be achieved, although it might take a while. To make it easier for yourself, take it one step at a time. Master a tip first before moving to the next one. This way, you won't feel overwhelmed. The road to completely changing your entire character will be a rough one, but the results will be worth it. Kindly click on the like and subscribe buttons, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our incoming videos.